Sorry. Hello. Welcome to Review Me. Thanks for walking miles to see me, by the way. This is the beginning of a new series I'm going to do called Review Me. I'm going to do multiple things, books, movies, and TV shows, video games. And I mentioned it in the last video what I'm going to do, so we're going to review these two video games, ScreamRide, Grand Theft Auto 5. First, ScreamRide. So, this game is made by Frontier, same people who did the video games Thrillville. I don't know if you guys played that. They were fantastically fun games. You owned your own park, and you did stuff to make it better and do great things, make roller coasters and amusement rides, so on and so forth. This is different because you only have 3 things, and you don't own anything. You are a writer, a manager, and a demolition person. And this game is based on, pointage to move on to next levels and stuff, which kind of sucks some fun out of it, but then again makes it much more fun. I was not positive about it at first, and then I started playing it more and more, and I got addicted so quickly. At first, I really loved the demolition, and then it got super difficult, and I'm just like, screw this. And then I moved to being a writer and writing through the coasters. That was the ultimate fun. And then you got to build the coaster to get through and meet the criteria and move on to the next level, which that is what becomes the most frustrating of the entire game, because you don't know if you're going to fill the criteria or not, and you have a limited amount of this and a limited amount of that, and it's not that easy, and you have bonus challenges, and you focus on the bonus challenges and forget about the main challenges, and but it is fun all in general. I do recommend this to anybody to play. It's only on the Xbox, which is what it even says on here. It's only on the Xbox 360 and Xbox One. I have for the One, obviously, and I love it. It's great. The details are cool. The effects are great. The acting is probably the best part, because they have the writers and everything, and they do little tiny funny things to make it interesting and not boring or anything, and they have them going woo, or like they fall off and fall into water, or they fall on they fall into each other and are kissing, and it's totally hilarious. Do you hear that? It's thundering. It's been raining non-stop here in the Kansas City, Missouri area. It's not fun. There's been flooding everywhere. There are pools behind my room. It's frightening. I love the rain, but this is excessive. What happened to the dryness that we had last year? Although I can't complain comparing to that, because that was not fun whatsoever. It was the 7th level of hell. Anyway, back on track. ScreamRide. Totally recommend. 5 stars out of 5 stars. I give it a 4. It is mostly great. Some of it does become very difficult and frustrating, especially if you've been playing straight, like many hours straight, like I've done that before, and then start to play mind games, and you start screwing with yourself, and then you become Crazy Eyes from Orange is the New Black on Netflix, and nobody wants that, especially whenever they have their own mind problems like I do. So I do recommend 4 out of 5 stars. Anybody wants to play this on the Xbox, I think it is $30 on both platforms, which is great because they dropped it down. It wasn't that popular, and it still isn't, and you should be able to find it. I don't know. I found mine at Toys R Us. Best Buy was sold out, and Walmart, I'm sure they'll have it as well. Didn't check Target, but I got mine at Toys R Us because we were on a Toys R Us mission to get Legos, and we found this, and we were just like, okay, let's get it. We've been wanting it. So, ScreamRide. That almost went on the floor. The other one I wanted to review, and the reason I wanted to just kind of get that one out of the way because it's short, Grand Theft Auto 5. This one I'm going to kind of talk a bit into, and then like give it my recommendation and stars and everything. So, you of course, as with any Grand Theft Auto game, you get their fantastic little map, which is great. I will say that the last Grand Theft Auto I played was San Andreas, and that's what the new one is. And I loved San Andreas. It was fun. It was cool. It was funny because I'm not trying to sound stupid or racist or stereotypical, but black people are the funniest people to ever happen on the planet. You guys are a gift to this great planet, especially you sassy black women. I can't compete with that. I try to be funny, and you guys, it just comes normally to you guys, and I fail. I lose. But this game is really great and really fun. It started out different than I was expecting, because in the original Grand Theft Auto games, you're kind of just placed into this situation. You get your introduction, and you just start going boom, boom, boom. In this, you get to play out the introduction, which I thought was fantastic. And then something unexpected happened, which I was skeptical about it at first, but it was my favorite part about the entire game. Was once you get past the introduction and you get to meet all the people, you get to choose between the three characters. This man, I think this man on the jet ski, you can't really see him because he's ultra tiny and the lighting is bad in here. And where is he? That man. You get to choose between all three of them and play different missions for each character, and I thought that was beautiful. And the other great thing about this is it is very decision-making based on your own choice. I thought that was fantastic. I never would have expected that from a Grand Theft Auto game. I am really excited about this game. Also, the gameplay is fantastic. I will admit I kind of did play this game straight through over a span of 3 days, because it really sucked me in to play the missions and play the main storyline. So fantastic. Another thing that I liked about it was the auto stuff. You could totally change up, and they had more cars that were based on, today's cars. Like, they had cars based on the Mini Cooper, on the Challenger and Camaro mix, on on BMWs and Audi, and it was great because I was able to tell which ones they were and make the assumption and enjoy it, and I loved it. And then you get to change the car however you please. You got lights and stuff, neon kits, you can change the paint. There's so many more paint options, and fantastic. Weaponry, I did like more about the way you could choose it. Sorry. You did get a wider range of weapons, and you could easily go into ammunition, which is their gun store inside the game, with ease, and didn't really have to work up to it. It was just there like it should be, like a store. And you can buy weapons, and they'd unlock as you progress through the game. And there were plenty of weapons, different types of weapons within one group, and it was fantastic. Switching the weapons was great. I do have to give a thumbs down, because shooting it while you're driving is not as easy. I would hope it would have became easier, but it didn't. And I mean, I'm not going to fully complain about that, because it really has never been super easy to shoot while driving in a car in any Grand Theft Auto game. But this time it did seem a bit more difficult, but nothing to complain about. The map is the other thing I really wanted to get into. San Andreas, of course, is completely different map-wise to this one. It was built on 3 different cities, which one of them, you know, the main one, Los Santos, which is supposed to be Los Angeles, and then you go to the next city, which I cannot remember for the life of me, which is based on San Francisco, and then you got the next part of it, which is based on Area 51 and Las Vegas. This one is completely different. It's just one big island based on Los Angeles, and I think just like surrounding kind of beach areas, which I liked a lot more. Everything was open as it should have been. I never really liked whenever you played an original Grand Theft Auto game and you couldn't go to a certain spot that you wanted to because you had to progress further into the game. But to do certain things in this game, you had to go a certain place super far. So that I really do want to compliment Rockstar on for doing that. I know Liberty City has always kind of done that, all with GTA 4 and 3, and Vice City was not like that, which was one of the reasons I didn't play it as much. But I was a really young kid when I started playing that, so I can't complain. How far are we into this video? We're gonna look at my hand, cause we're not that far in. That's not bad. Yeah, handage. What else should I talk about? Cause this game was pretty fantastic. I was not expecting to play it like I did, because whenever I played San Andreas, I always would use a cheat code to turn on the no wanted level, so I could do all kinds of crap, kill people, steal things, blow things up without getting caught or getting chased by cops. And I would just do that without doing any missions until recently I started doing missions and having fun with it. And I think I have to blame a lot of like mission-based games that are coming out and it causing me to do this, but the missions on here are superb. They're cool. They're very I don't know what the word is, kind of spy-like sometimes. You do work with their version of the U.S. government called the FIB, which I love because it's a pun in and of itself. You know, the fib, a fib. You tell your opinion on that, but that's mine. What else? There was something about it. Oh, the characters. Colorful characters. This man, his name is Trevor. He is a redneck piece of trash that you kind of hate, but you kind of love because he is kind of an idiot, and he is kind of an... Sorry for my language, children. He is kind of an asshole. But you kind of adore him in his own way. And then there's another man called Michael that you play. He's really cool. He's a laid back. He's rich. He's a really somewhat good father, and his gameplay is probably my favorite. And then the other man is Franklin, and he's cool. He tries his best to be a good guy. Sometimes it's just like it doesn't work for him, and he gets pulled into crap that he doesn't want to be pulled into. So, and that kind of sucks, but it's great to experience the characters. And then there are, I think there is just 2 characters that I really want to give credit to for Rockstar that I really love, because it was great to have this kind of inclusion that it needed. I don't think Michael has a son named Jimmy. Now, I'm not sure if he was meant to seem a bit dumb or not as intelligent as, you know, you would want him to be. I don't know, but I really enjoyed that because he was kind of an idiot who was abusive of his father's money and very greedy, and also a pothead and I think an underage drinker, if I'm not incorrect. But there's a lot of that in these type of video games. So I like to compliment them on that. And then there is another character that I cannot for the life of name. I doubt it's in here. Let's check their booklet. Any character names? No, nothing about characters. There's a character in here that is a nephew of Trevor, I believe, and he, if I am not wrong, he has a mental disability. I love that deeply because I know many people with a mental disability, and you know, I've seen people portray them really negatively in video games and stuff, and movies and TV shows, and I played this, and I watched whenever he came on, and I'm just like, this is great to have them include that, because, you know, it makes it even less of a perfect world than it already is, and it kind of just adds a bit more kind of, I know this is a weird word to say, kind of adds an elegance in my opinion. Don't ask me to explain because it'll take forever and we don't really have a lot of time here. But I really do want to, you know, say, hey Rockstar, that was kind of awesome to make these characters super realistic, and the gameplay is fantastic. The graphics are amazing, and the way everything interacts with each other is fantastic. Whenever you hit somebody, they don't just go boom, you know. They fly in the air, or they literally get mowed over. It's great. Cop play is kind of cool. It's really difficult, but it's kind of good because you have a weird leniency, and I don't know. There's many things to say about this game that I really can't say because of a limited time, and I don't really want to make this video super long, even though we're already super long already, and I didn't mean for that to happen. But I have to give this game 5 out of 5, which, you know, it's not that easy to make 5 out of 5 when it comes to me, of course, but, you know, ScreamRide got 4 out of 4, but I'm a child at heart, which is why I love this game. But yeah, 5 out of 5, everything is fantastic, graphics, missions, characters, maps, the gameplay, it all came out perfectly. Rockstar really did have a good big hit of a home run with this game. I can only expect their Grand Theft Auto games to get better. I'm hoping that they keep their character switching thing in, and I hope the graphics get more fantastic. So I have really a big expectation for Grand Theft Auto 6 or whatever they make next, which I don't know. So yeah, 5 out of 5. I recommend this for anybody who is 17 and over, because it is mature. So children that are under 17, please do not play this game. There is sexualness involved. You can hire prostitutes and you can watch the acts that are performed. That's as far as I'm going to go in that. And there's a strip club too, but that's they do show breasts. So yeah, if you're a child, which, you know, is Iron Man is invading my phone, I recommend this. Please enjoy this. I hope you guys do try these games out. Every game deserves a try. I will hopefully do another review on a book soon after this one. So, but we will see. This weekend is about to become a hectic weekend full of things I don't want to do. So, anyway, thanks again for walking the miles to see me. I hope you guys have a great night, or a great day whenever you're watching this. Again, thank you for being an invisible audience and for being somebody I can talk to and, you know, focus on, and not focus on my life, which isn't fun to do. So, anyway, I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.